Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I'm your host Bastion. Let's get to some Nintendo news. First of all, news outlets, as I've mentioned in previous videos, have actually started coming around with regards to Nintendo. The New Yorker is the next one to jump on the pro Nintendo bandwagon. In their best games of 2013, they list 3 Nintendo titles. If you want to find out what they said, what those games are, and what they said about them, there's a link for you down below. Super Mario Crossover 3.1 is out now, and it includes the Lost Level stages, or the actual factual Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan levels. If you're not familiar with what Super Mario Crossover is, it's regular old Super Mario Bros. For the most part, but you get to play as like Link, or Mega Man, just a variety of NES-era characters. Really fun stuff, and then things like, oh, you can choose to have it look like a Game Boy game or a Super Nintendo game. Really, really fun. I cannot wait to play the 3.1 version. So Final Fantasy IV is one of my favorite games of all time, but I recently found out that there's a very bizarre glitch in the game, and apparently if you enter and exit the same door, I forget what the exact number is, like 60-something times, which why would you ever do that? I don't know. It will freeze the game. And back when the game was released, in some sort of strategy guide or something, they tried to paint this glitch as a feature of the game, like trying to create some backstory for it. It's like, oh, Zeramus is the villain in that one, right? Zeramus has created this curse if you stay in the same place too long, or something like that. It's obviously just a glitch and not intentional, but pretty amusing stuff. If you want to learn the history of that, there's a link for you down below. When the 3DS was first announced, a lot of people sort of linked it to Virtual Boy. If you're not familiar with what Virtual Boy was, back during the Super Nintendo era, Nintendo created a console that nobody bought. It was basically a visor thing that you wore on your head that created a 3D sort of environment with just wireframe red lines, and basically nobody bought it because it wasn't that interesting to look at. It was just black and red. So a lot of people sort of joked like, oh, well, now that we've got the 3DS, they could recreate these games and upgrade them to 3DS standards. So somebody put together what they thought the Wario game that came out on the Virtual Boy might look like. I think this is actually a really good idea. It would actually make a lot of sense to sort of remake these games for the 3DS. I'd play this. So hopefully Nintendo's paying attention to these fan what-if creations. But anyways, that's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for, I don't know, either, it's probably Let's Play Secret of Mana 2. Maybe it's a review of Adventure Time, Explore the Dungeon, because I don't know. Not 100% positive. See you guys next time. Bye.